Yeah, this is just gonna be domination, I think. He's gonna waylay us, sure, but here's the thing. Is we've got the Ada going here. She's not gonna stop. She is not gonna stop. We still have one more turn for Rafard's Vengeance. It'll go off again. We have a Resilience. We've got Radovid. I don't see it. He needs the most insane cargoes of all time. You might have him, like... You might have... What would be the best thing? He could have Alyssa, Simlos, Vernaciel, Purify, replay Vernaciel. I don't see it any other way, though. Let's play this. Get our Sorceress out. Do the 2 damage on Vengeance. Drop this in here somewhere. He's like the most perfect hand of all time to not lose here. Today we're going to be playing some with the Princess Ada. She got like a minor change that doesn't really affect how she worked, but we never actually played her last patch. And with a couple of buffs to her deck in particular, I think we can make something here that seems pretty good. So, we're going to start off with playing Inspired Zeal. We're playing kind of a mid-rangey deck with a few packages in it. I saw someone on the ladder playing something like this, and it looked interesting, so I figured I would try and make something like it. So, Inspired Zeal, Crystal Skull, and we are playing Demavend. We're going to be a Devotion deck, obviously, because of Ada. She needs Devotion. So, this is our best consistency card, and it's a really good one. So, Demavend's amazing. Then with Temple of Melody Congregation, arguably the other best consistency card we have, but extremely good. Normally use this on Prince Anstace. We are going to be using it on Selkirk because he got the curse tag added to him. This is another reason I want to play the deck. There's a lot of changes that we can fit into this deck to try out. So he's now cursed. Helps with Ada. I've played quite a few games with this deck already, and this doesn't really come up very much in my experience. But it is helpful that it is cursed. It's come up a couple times, but usually, since he's boosted with your Temple, you just kind of wait for Selkirk to last say or something, and usually Ada's like not as big a factor at that point. So I tend to use her around 2 a lot, but we'll see. Then we have the Princess Ada herself. Since we're Devotion, she's immune. Since we're Devotion, it also means we don't have any of the neutral cards, no Heat Wave, no Oniromancy. But if I play, I mean, to be honest, if we play a third, I just finished playing a couple games. If we play a third Nilfgaard Cultist player in a row for some reason while not having Heat Wave in our deck during this video, I am going to actually be really mad. But other than that, it doesn't really matter that much that we are playing Devotion because we have good control. At least decent control because we've got Selkirk and some engines. Then we have King Radovid. Just gives you extra leader charges. Extremely good. Especially because of Radovid Iron Judgment, who did get a buff. He used to not have the second part of his ability, but now he's got the order damage enemy unit by 0, increased by 1 for each time you use your leader ability this game. It's extremely good. Like, this is actually a really good card now, because with something like this that plays its leader 5 times because of regular Radovid, this comes out of your deck probably round 3 as a finisher type play. You play your last leader charge, probably on like Selkirk. This comes out, it's 6 points. If they don't answer it, it's 5 damage. If you want to be kind of tricky, you can play Radovid. And if Radovid doesn't die, you can use your last order to get Radovid Judgment out. Then use your last leader charge from the order of Radovid to use Zeal on this guy. It'll only do 4 damage then, but if you want to Zeal it, you can do that. And we have Rafard's Vengeance. Like, the rest of this deck's pretty standard for something like this in Northern Realms. So Rafard's Vengeance. Plays a bronze heat from your hand, draws a card. Everyone knows what this does. It's amazing. Thins your deck, does a whole bunch of work. Just really good. And this crew effect is also pretty strong. They're playing Vandergrift. He got the curse tag, so we're trying him out with Ada. You could swap him for something else, since we're in Devotion, that is. I considered running, where is... Oh, he's 8 now, right? I thought he was 9. Oh, where is he? There he is, Dandelion. He's 9. I thought about running Dandelion instead for deck boosting for some more carryover. Like, they both do carryover, right? Vandergrift gives you carryover in the form of his actual resilience. Dandelion gives you carryover in form of his boosting in your deck. Since we have King Radovid, we have a few extra Inspired Zeal charges. Figured we could throw one onto Dandelion. It's an option you could have gone for. But in the end, we chose to go with the Vandergrift just because he got changed with that tag, the curse tag. We mentioned Selkirk. We are playing Immortals and Sorceress. It's an extremely strong 3-card package that gives insane engine value and really helps our deck in round 1 when we're setting up stuff for later in the game. But the only problem, not the only problem, the other benefit of this is Sorceress is a curse card, so she also synergizes with Ada, so she fits really well in here. I think overall, like, I've had a lot of fun with this deck. It just kind of works together super well. Then we have the Botchling. Botchling's just here for Ada. If you have Ada, Botchling is 5 points a turn until they lock the Botchling, which happens quite a bit. Like, they end up locking or removing the Botchling most of the time, but that's kind of okay. If it goes off, like if you have Botchling and Ada going, it's insane. It's 5 points a turn. But I do want to mention one thing that we're kind of weak to here is if we take a look at the Purify, you're forced into Kukudak or Redanian Secret Service, and they're too expensive to fit in the deck. So we don't really have a Purify, so when they start locking your stuff, it actually is really bad. Just want to mention that. It happens to Botchling quite a bit. Mention Sorceress. Then for the rest of our deck, we have some thinning from Siege Master, which means we need Siege Engines. We're playing Winch, because Winch goes well with Rafard's Vengeance and Demavend. Since we're playing Winch, we therefore play Carol Ballista, because Carol Ballista is better with Winch than Reinforced Ballista is, because you can do 4 damage in a turn with the Order, then the Winch, then the Order again. Whereas you can only do 2 damage with the Reinforced Ballista, so you waste a lot of the cooldown reduction if you're playing it on it, which is why Carol Ballista is generally better if you're playing Winch, and don't have both of them. Siege Master just helps us then through our deck find our cards. We are playing the Winch, as I mentioned. One Curse Knight. Curse Knight has some really cool niche uses. You can do it against, we mentioned Nilfgaard Cultists. When they operator you the Initiate, you can transform it with this. You still lose, because we don't have a Heat Wave, and they have too many engine points, but you can do it. You can also do this against stuff with Rupture, Poison. Curse Knight's just like a nice flexible card to have, and it triggers your Ada. Then we have the 2 Siege Towers. I tried Ballista for a while. Where is Ballista? I tried Ballista for a while. I'll be honest with you guys. I tried Ballista, and I tried Kedwenny Revenant. Kedwenny Revenant is not it. It's not it, especially not in this deck. But, yeah, that did not work. But I tried it for the content. It is not going to be in the video because it did not work out well. But yeah, I tried it. But no, we're going to go Siege Tower, and we're going to go Carrick Marine and Redanian Knight. Actually, this would have replaced the Revenants would replace Redanian Knights, and this would have replaced the Siege Towers. We kept the Marines. So that's our deck. One card I really want to mention here before we get into the games is Cintran Envoy. This is a fantastic card to help you set up your deck, and I was using it for a little while. I wasn't using it, then I was using it, and now we're going to go without it again. It is really good to help set up your deck, especially considering we're adding cards to a Congregation. And I think you probably should run it by testing without it right now. We're playing Knight instead because we lost some games from not enough engine value round 1. So we're going to go with Redanian Knight and try that out and see if that makes much of a difference. But Envoy's fantastic. You probably think this is probably a good swap. Just in my games, we're finding we didn't have enough engines round 1, so I added the Knight. But you can go Envoy for sure. So that's the deck. I think it's pretty fun. So let's get into some games and just get into it. I'm excited. Going up against... If this is a Nilfgaard Cultist player, I will be extremely mad. I'm not even kidding. Like, I've seen this. Like, this is the new Nilfgaard Cultist leader, apparently. I've seen it twice in a row. This is a third one. I will be extremely annoyed. But we're just going to pretend it isn't. Let's pretend it isn't. Two of these is really good, though. I think we want this. Immortals and Sorcerers, that's really good for round 1. We need 1 Siege Engine. I think we can afford to put the Winch back to try and draw one of our good cards here. We want this back to draw off Temple. Let's see what we get. None of these are good for our deck. I guess we could take advantage of that. We have Zeal on the order. That's what we're looking for. And then, ooh, this is pretty cool. I think Adalia might be better there, but I think it's more fun to go for the other one. Okay. Alright, what are we going up against? Bandits. This could be a Shoop deck. It could be a Shoop deck. He's playing the thing, but the thing is he's playing the guy who spawns an extra copy in his base deck. That's why it's at 17, so it isn't. Makes me just not know what he's doing, which is always my favorite. Then here, I think we put back the Marine. And then just go with this. Which is a not bad card here. Could have gone Rafard's Vengeance, but I'm holding off because I don't know what he's playing. And if it's something where we need to do a round 2, it would be better to keep it. Oh, we got Falcon. Okay, we're just playing Bandits, it looks like. That's cool. I meant to revisit Bandits, but we haven't yet. That does mean I think we want to go with Rafard's Vengeance. I think we do want to go with it. Or we could winch this down. Winch that down versus Vengeance. I think we winch it down. The reason we're going to winch it down instead of going Vengeance, we only have one bronze unit in our hand for Vengeance anyway. So we didn't play it that first turn. And we'll leave 2. But these 2 have to go together. I think it's important to stop his engine boosting, though. This might bait the tall removal that would otherwise hit the Vengeance. Ah, it's Renfri Bandits with Gascon. You know, I was with you for a little bit there. I was like, oh, this looks cool. No, it's not cool. Now we have to do this. Except now it's bad, so what are you gonna do? Just play this, I guess. It's no longer cool. Didn't even Rune Mage, just got the gang. Didn't even Rune Mage first. Do we play around Triss? I guess we try and start playing around Triss. I guess we'll start playing around Triss. And then do we want to go Immortals or we want to set up Vandergrift? I think it's Immortals. There's a lock. It's great. Let's see. What do we want to do? I think we want a Vandergrift. Get that resilience in case he wins the round. With his all bronzes and a Triss Meteor Shower. You know, I really regret not opening with the Vengeance, but we weren't sure what he was doing, and then we got punished, so it is what it is. Hopefully that wasn't a Knickers. They'll then summon out right now. That'd be quite bad. Okay, it wasn't necessarily. We could go... No, we can't go Radovid. Oh, you can Radovid Leader. That's probably the play. We can, because this does 2 damage, right? Like, this will do 2 damage. See what it hits. You could Leader Radovid. I think that's worth it. So we want to make sure we get that off, because of the Iron Judgment, another point. There's no other reason to use it this round. Yeah, he's going to win the round here. That's too much tempo. There's Renfri. Ah, yes. My least favorite card in any card game I have ever played. Fantastic. You know, I hate this more than Skill Drain in Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's like not even OP anymore. I just still hate it because of how annoying it was when it first came out. Is that fair? Probably not. Is it true? Yeah, it is true. Not sure what to do about that. Let's see here. We have carryover if we want it. He's got Renfri carryover. He's got the 4 when he passes, which means we'd have to commit Selkirk to win the round, so we're passing. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Really wish we opened with Vengeance. But he threw us off with the Falcon Infantry. We thought he might be playing something different. See, no Lubberkin. So this is only playing for 11 right now. That's going in our deck. That's a good card. This goes really well with it, but I think we want to try and find our Lubberkin. Slash everything else that's cursed. Free Company. Can we let Free Company use its order? No, we cannot. So, just kill it. He's going to know we created that off of Temple then, because it wasn't boosted. We need last say. We have to hit the Gascon with Selkirk. Well, we don't have to. If we do, though, we should win the game. What's your order again? Replay one. That's okay. Question is, do we need to add a here? I don't want to add a, just because it's really good against Curse of Pride, like his leader. How we could go Sorceress, but that makes the Ada worse if we are forced to play her. I guess we always have Selkirk. If he's going to win the round, if he'd like leaders, we're going to have to Selkirk. It feels bad. Ada is the safe play, but that plays to a weak round 3. I think we do it. Not thrilled. He should just pass now. If we don't play this, he's just going to play the bonded cards he drew. We're going to get it blooded out anyway by the bronzes. He probably has like a Strays of Spala and the damage ones and Illusionists. Yeah, there's the damage one. And then Illusionist will get us anyway. Alright, so here we just go in here with the Sorceress. Is there a reason to remove this, not remove this shield for the 2 points? Yeah, we can always do it later. It's a good reason. Guess we'll remove it next turn. Yeah, if we didn't play the Ada, it would have been forced out, so it was good to play it. We could transform Vandergrift to get an extra point. Like we could, because we're not going to get him the value, but I think I want to do this. Because he doesn't know we won't boost the Vandergrift. Maybe that 1 point baits him into killing it with something. Okay, we do get here. He still has last say, which the Gascon's going to be too big, probably. We do have Iron Judgment. We've got some stuff left. I mean, I said we had Iron Judgment. I didn't mean he was in our hand, but he's in our hand now. Let's put him back. Is Drog any good? Oh, Demavend would be such a good draw. I don't think this is good, though, so we'll put that back. I was hoping for a Demavend there. I think we go this. I think we leader the Roche. Like, I think we just do this. I think we just leader him. Just do the order. And then we'll go Carrick, Marine, Drog. I'll get some bodies out for the Drog transform. Maybe Iron Judgment will be able to set up a kill for Revenants. Probably not, though. He should have some good gold cards left, though. He hasn't really played many. That's what we're scared of here. Is that good? I don't know. Do we even... Oh, he's in leader right now. That's kind of strange. Now we can Marine. Gets a boost by 10. I'm sure he's a Vilgefortz, though. He still has the Illusionist. Do we want to pull out Iron Judgment? No, because we have to Zeal Selkirk still. Just want to play into the Vilgeforts, but hopefully we can get a transform with Drog. Because 2 Revenants will actually get a spawn off Siege Master. Let's see. This probably won't work, but it'd be really cool if it did. And there's Illusionist. Again. It is gonna work. Huh. Who would have thought it? The thing is, if we don't do Iron Judgment this turn with Selkirk, we won't be able to do it. Problem with that is we give him more points because he'll use the... We won't be able to hit whatever this boosts. Do we need the Iron Judgment? And we might, like, he might go with a Gascon early. No, he won't. He might have another gold boost card. I think it's worth going for the tower here. No, but the Judgment could set up. Judgment does 5 damage. I think we do this. This is the greedy play, but I don't think we win without a greedy play because of the Gascon being so big. Nice. Okay, this does work out super well. What I was thinking earlier, which is actually going to work out, is if he has a control card and the Gascon, and we don't play this, he has to keep the control card to hit it, which means we get to hit the Gascon. So yeah, this actually does work out incredibly well for us. Get an extra point here. We might lose still. But like if this is Vilgefortz, we win because it pulls a bronze out. Oh, it's just Strays. Okay. He should have waited on the Gascon. I guess we still win if he waits on the Gascon because he doesn't have a high value left, but man. So glad we won that. Vampires. Interesting. I've been meaning to make a vampire deck with Verena. Maybe this guy will show us what's up. I was thinking about the Necromancer's Tome version, but didn't have enough control. But in this meta, maybe it'll be okay. I haven't seen that much control decks, sort of. We've seen some, but the ones we have seen are just only control cards. So that's fantastic. I think we want a winch, because it lets us winch the Demavend. We need a siege engine. We'll put this back. We'd really like to see either Rifard's Vengeance or Temple here. Got Temple. Thank you. Because getting one of those lets us Demavend the other, which is really strong. I think we need round 1. I don't think we can beat a round 3 against this guy. Because I think Verena might actually be a problem. Let's go look for a... While we're here, what are we looking for? Give me a Bloody Baron. I'd love to see a Bloody Baron in our deck. Not those. Okay, we'll take that. Double Flutter right off. No, wait, that's a Garkin. I always get their pictures mixed up. Not always, but like occasionally. So is this Necromancer's Tome or not? I guess it doesn't matter at this point. Just something to keep in mind. We don't know if it's Devotion or not, or Renfri or not. Any of that stuff. Ooh, we actually have to keep this Siege Tower. I guess we'll shuffle this back for now. And I think we just go Demavend into... Yeah, just go Demavend. Rifard's Vengeance. Winch. And I think we will go with a Siege Tower. Go with you, get the Vengeance. Let's hurry up a little bit here. Might actually just play that one. I think we will just play that one. It's got good engine. It sets up pretty well here. Almost got the Flutter. And by almost, it meant there's no way we're going to hit it, but he might get scared. Got that winch now. Winch is incredible here. Let's just do another Rifard's Vengeance right off the bat. That's why this setup is so good whenever you get it with the winch in hand. So winch you. You winch. You cool this down. You go off here. I think we'll take the Carrick Marine. Drop this in. Fire that. Just give this some boost so its Grace might trigger eventually. There's the Grace triggering. Perfect. And we should be good now. Well, not good, but it'll take him a long time. And there's the Verena, right? So now we don't boost our cards anymore, so it doesn't really matter. We've already played the Winches, which are our boost cards. That one does kind of matter, but I think we just play for carryover. So like go Radovid. I guess we should play Radovid here just to use the Rifard's Vengeance. Pew. Do you like the random? Sometimes there's random sound effects in these videos. Hope you guys know that's a feature by now. You just see the Lego Batman move the other day, so well, as the other day I meant like last night. So you know, if any of you've seen that movie, pew. Anyway, let's see if we can hit this. Let's go with the RNG here. We do have a Selkirk. Ooh, so it's Devotion Vampires. Alright, Devotion. Interesting. We could Selkirk. Selkirk is an option we could go for. It kills this. Do I think winning on even's that important? But we didn't boost with that. Why'd this animation trigger? Who cares? Vitality removes bleeding, so we know the boost is actually better. And I think we just go in here with the kill on the Flatter. I think getting the win on even's the most important thing. Let's remove that. Okay, we got the win on even. Things we still have on Sace, which is why I feel more comfortable throwing down the Selkirk. Ada's amazing here until Unseen Elder comes back. Not sure if he's playing Witch's Sabbath. I guess, yeah, I think he would be playing it actually with this. I think he is playing it. Can we force it out? This is a really good Princess. Whoa. I mean, I don't think I could ask for a better Princess Ada hand than this. Yeah, so the reason I'm going to say this right now. The reason we kept the Carablista over the Marine is because of the chance of drawing into the Siege Master, which we did. I didn't even mention it because I figured it wouldn't happen, but that is why we kept it. We go Ada here. There's no way, right? Like he's not gonna answer this. We just go here with Botchling. Botchling's super good against bleeding because it transforms. We find out if he's playing Necromancer's Tome here. Because I think he would play it. Or Witch's Sabbath. Oh, no, none of them yet. This is really bad that he gets to do that to us, but nothing we can do about that. Go Botchling. He needs a control card, because the Botchling Ada will just carry this round. It's the Flutter, he can't stop it. And Transform just doesn't care. Transformed. Let's go here. Dandelion. That's a nice draw. We can do some deck boosting. Can do some deck boosting. We got Priscilla too. I really wish these Dandelion and Priscilla still had a synergy together. To Naglfar. So this is going to be Devotion. We know it's Devotion, but like just Devotion. Could still be Witch's Sabbath. Could still be. Do we transform here or do we go in with a different card? I think we do transform. I think we fire this in here. I think we go Dandelion. And we got that on Sace to boost, which is why this is so good. There he is. We can also boost Radovid Judgment because we know he's coming out. We got like last save Vandergrift, hopefully for carryover. Do we want this or we want to go Sorceress? I guess we get 5 points either way. We do not want a Lubberkin because if we we don't want a Lubberkin because if we boost this by 1, he can kill it with the Detlef. So it's actually much better for us if we leave this as Botchling and don't take that 50-50. So we should play this. Now he can't kill anything with the Death Blow on Detlef. Then the bleeding goes on Botchling, and Botchling transforms, so the bleeding doesn't do anything. I think we do this on Iron Judgment. Because we're going to get him. We're guaranteed to get him. We're not guaranteed to get our other guy. This should be a transform. Vandergrift still has is still cursed for our last say, so we don't have to worry about the transform again, which even though we will do it. But this Ada's 30 points. He's having trouble. Even with his Flutter and all of his vampire synergies. That's pretty good. Surprised he didn't use a leader charge first. I would have used the leader charge first, but maybe he wants to spread it out. Who knows? We'll just go with Vandergrift. They'll get added to, what, like a 36, and we've got good carryover, so should be fine here. 1 point more than the Lubberkin if we just do this first. We can remove the shield for the extra 2 points. I think we will. I don't think he's got much control. That does pure damage. Transform here, get rid of the bleeding. Looking pretty good. He's probably going to regret that Proto Flutter. Oh, he's got the Purify, but yeah, he needs some. Yeah, he regrets that Proto Flutter. If he used the leader for 4, he would have won. But as it is, he's not going to be able to. It's going to be like 1 point short. He's 1 point short. That's unfortunate, my friend. Should have done the Proto Flutter with our leader charge. We'll take it, though. GG. We're in a really good spot either way. We still have Onsace and Judgment, Iron Judgment in our deck. And we've got... Ooh, we've got probably Ogroids. We'll see. He's going first. That's bad, and we don't have Demavend. That's also bad. Demavend's really our answer to stopping Erendite getting boosted. We could actually just go round 1 Ada. Do we have Botchling? We do. Ooh, that could be a thought. It won't work later on, anyway, because he'll hit it with Erendite. That is a thought. It plays into Riptide, though. Don't like that. Guess we go Immortal's Sorceress, then it, if we feel like it, because Immortal's Sorceress denies the Riptide. Let's do that way. Alright, what are we going up against? This is a little strange. Is this a Golden Necker deck? Golden Necker deck has more control, because they usually have a lock in it, which we don't like. Just pure Relic Golden Necker? Okay, that's probably... I'm thinking it's Relic Golden Necker. Against that... Let me just play this. Against that, we should get pretty far with Immortal's Sorceress. Like, it'll do really well. Thing is, we're gonna run out of engines. Like, this is the max of our engine here, and the rest of this is kind of trash. Not trash, but I think we have to throw down the Ada, is what I'm saying here. Round control is extremely important, because we need to force out the Golden Necker before round 3. And Ada will be a lot worse later on, because if it's Golden Neckers, 100% he's playing Riptide, and this just dies to Lord Riptide. And right now is a good time, because it's not a Golden Necker deck, and he's playing Erendite. He'd have to play an early Erendite to stop us here, and we still have a couple more cursed cards we want to play, like Vandegrift and this. There goes Immortals. He's really making me think that it's a Golden Necker deck. Let's play this. See if he has the lock. He should have trouble stopping this because he doesn't have the third Crone set up either. I guess he could have Unicorn Kyrenax, but what's the chance he has it in his opening hand, right? Probably 100%. Oh, what do we got? Sure. Sure thing, buddy. Let's go here. How close are we to Sabbath? 20 and 20. Right, so we just go ranged with this one. We can winch next turn. That'll be good. It seems like he can't stop the Botchling, Lubberkin, and Ada transforming. So we'll just take advantage of that. Like, we're not going to win on even, but it's still been quite good for us to just win. And hopefully we can force out his Unicorn Kyrenax and whatever else he's playing. Golden Necker, all that stuff round 2. We don't have Ada, though. She's really good for making that happen. And we have the temple that's not the Lost Temple. We have to remember that. This is the Shuffle Back Temple. No Demoven still. It's really rough. We can use this for Resilience. I think that's the best thing here. We just use this for Resilience and go Resilience here and just max Resilience. Maybe get more leaders off of Radovid. I would quite like that as a play. But I think we should do the draw first. If we can carry over Radovid, we can get a 7 damage Iron Judgment. Or we can even use all the leaders, and then after replay the Radovid, use the order to Zeal the Iron Judgment order. That could be quite good. Yeah, well, whichever. We're going to play Radovid next. Is what we're coming down to here. We want to see his Golden Necker gone. We want to see the Unicorn Kyrenax gone. Also be pretty good if we can get rid of the Incubi, because we have some really bad targets for those for us. Okay, that's an interesting card to choose. Why are we doing that? Well, I don't know, and I'm not going to question it. Let's do that. Get the Radovid setups for the temple. It might be worth... Oop, Unicorn Kyrenax it is. That's going to hurt us quite a bit. I was thinking it might be worth doing the Temple of Melitele here to get rid of his engine card. We'll have to like double leader's tower to do that though. Is it worth double leadering the tower to get rid of his apprentice? I think it is. Yeah, it probably is. Because I think he's relying on that. And it is just more forms of resilience, which we're happy with at this point. Although, honestly, if he doesn't play the Golden Necker soon, he'll be able to keep it. And he still has Siri Nova, which we could have maybe targeted off of the temple instead, but he's not going to play that till we pass. He also has not Royal Decreed yet, so if he did have that, he'd just be able to Royal Decree it back. The Siri Nova, I mean. Really just want the Golden Necker to come out here. Then we'll go Vandegrift. I think we'll go Vandegrift next, just so we have it out. Well, he most likely has a Purify, because he hasn't used one yet. There's the Incubus we're talking about being really good here. We still have time. He has the double... Nope, double leader doesn't even get him the Sabbath. We could Vandergriff here, which I think we will do. Just see if he has the Purify or if he decides to match it. My guess would be Peller Leader Charge, because it gets him to 25, purifies us, or he goes in with Siri. Let's see, how many points are in our hand? I think we just pass. He hasn't Golden Neckard, but there's no way we're forcing it out. We have 2 Resilience cards. He didn't play Siri yet, so this is okay. It's not great, because he still has the Golden Neckar, but... We do have double Resilience. We would really like to see Demavend and Onsace here. Okay, Selkirk's good. Oh, we played Onsace, right? I meant, not played Onsace. I meant Selkirk, not Onsace. And here we have some choices that aren't great. Did we play Immortals? I think we did. Yeah, we did. So we will go put this back. Don't want to draw into Iron Judgment, so we keep this how it is. We can access our Rafard's Vengeance off of Demavend, which will be really strong. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Even if he still has a Golden Neckar. I mean, we could just Selkirk that. Is that the right thing to do, is just hit that with Selkirk? I kind of think it is. I kind of think it's the right thing to do. It means we'll be able to Zeal the Rafard's Vengeance, though. No, this is probably better. This is probably better. Let me just get this out. He won't have much control, so we should be fine. He's got the 6 damage Crone, like that's 6, but I guess if we do the Demavend on this, he'll hit it. But we'll also have Iron Judgment in the same turn, so let's pick between Iron Judgment and the Rafard's Vengeance. That's probably good. We should be fine here. This should be fine. Wonder what he's thinking. I mean, he still has good plays, right? Golden Neckar still... Okay, there it is. We play Necromancer's Tome. Oh, Riptide's gonna 50-50 a shield. Let's go. Yeah, there's Necromancer's Tome. And he missed the shield. That's really sad. Then he gets to reset it with the teleport. You know, that is quite unfortunate, the way that went. But, what are you gonna do? Definitely just go Demavend here. Go Vengeance, and I mean, there's a chance we get to this. There's no chance we get to Winch, right? Do we banish this off the chance our Rafard's Vengeance draws into it? No, because we have 2 siege engines, so it's fine. Let's banish this then. This is the least value. Get that, and then we get the Vengeance out. Then he has to... You're a soldier, right? So we'll go here. And we'll see what he wants to remove. Because he can kill one of them, probably, with the last Crone. But not both. Should probably pick the Vengeance. He will have a good Necromancer's Tome, though, right? He's got Self-Eater, he's got Incubus, he's got Fiend and Gan. Gian Seon, however you say that thing's name. Someone will tell me in the comments. Whenever I say something wrong, people tell me. Ooh, he can't kill either one. So Vengeance is going off, and then we have the order on Iron Judgment. Quite good. Is there a reason he picked this over Siege Master? Yes, there is, because we picked Siege Master. We have time for this to work. It's good. Let's play this. That's not a great card, but what are you going to do? I think we just fire this. He's shown teleportation already, so we'd want to hit this in case he teleports it to reset it. or replay it. That's the best one to have teleported. And then I think we just do this. Because this one would be banished if we teleported it. We're looking good, I think. Although Necromancer's Tome is always scary, and he still has the last crone. Oh, I guess he doesn't have the last crone. He definitely would have used it last turn. Yeah, this is looking scary. There's no way to Zeal this, so we should play it now to make sure it gets the both points. Or not Zeal it, to accrue it. Man, I really wish that guy brought back our Siege Master instead of being smart. That was a really good play by him. It should win him the game, too. That will win him the game. Not bringing back our Siege Master. Good choice. Good choice, buddy. This is why we needed the Golden Echo out round 2, but we couldn't get it. And that's going to be, what, like Siri or something? The last crone? Yes, last crone. GG. Most people would not have thought of the Siege Master thing.
You are here as a diversion, for my pleasure alone.
Going up against Deadeye Ambush. This will probably be the last game here, so let's see if we can win it. What do we want to do? We've got add a botchling combo. We need control. We don't have Temple. We get Temple off of Demavend for Selkirk, but that's too slow to answer Vanadane Angus. I guess it's not too slow. It's not too slow, because he has to take a turn to play Heist. We want one of these in our hand, I think. Got our big engine setups. No Temple, so we have to Demavend the Temple. It's fine. Demavend Temple. Get rid of this and a winch. Get the Temple. Hopefully we can get something good here. That is very good. Oh, this is a tough choice. Not really on Sace. Against some decks, we would consider the other one. I think we'll take the Vernon Roche. Against some decks, it might actually be worth to take the Bloody Baron, but I don't think in this matchup it is. Oh, Pure Traps. See, I thought this would be... I guess not Pure Traps. It can still be the Waylays. Yeah, it's probably still the Waylays. But we can't play into Incinerating by going with Fard's Vengeance. So we play around Incinerating by going Immortals. And he gets really punished. Love it. And there he is. We have to Selkirk that. Yes, we don't have to Selkirk. He doesn't have the Heist. So yeah, we don't have to. There's no Heist. Also, we should have done this last turn. I was just too excited to play around his Incinerating Trap to worry about it. And from here, I think we put this back. Do we need Turfard's Vengeance? That's the question. It's obviously a really good play, but we have so many points here that I'm not sure we need to. And having it later as a tempo, maybe to help match the Waylays, could be worth it. Yeah, I think we just... Oop, not you. I think we just go like this. Just do that. We'll hold Turfard's Vengeance. It's greedy, but I think it'll work out in this matchup. Because his strong plays come later. So what trap do we think it is? I mean, if I was him, it would probably be Deception or Serpent. So I think we just go here. I think the best thing here is just to play around Serpent Trap. We only have the one winch, so I think we just avoid playing the winch. We should be okay. Demovan can make a winch too, but we can also just go in with the Redanian Knight. So we'll make the Redanian Knight over the winch. As long as we have this Siege Master here, Serpent Trap, like Spring, is absolute garbage. We would have played this round completely differently if he had the Heist, but he did not. And now this round we can just open Rafard's Vengeance, and that'll make us pretty happy. Especially if you draw Siege Master, because then we have the winch for the next turn. There's the Siege Master. This game's looking good so far. Looking pretty good. I don't think I want this one, though. That's a nice card. Is there anything we're really missing? I mean, we've got Unsace. Some really good cards in here. We don't want to draw the Iron Judgment in case we want a 2-0 here. So we just go with our Vengeance via the Rafard. Do this. Go with you. Get the engine ticking, and then we go check if he played Serpent Trap last round or not, and he did, because we do not have to play around it anymore, which is fantastic. So it lets us freely winch here. And that'll only do 4. Looking really good. There's the Heist now, but now is not really the time he wants to see it. Do we Ada? I think we Ada. I think we just go for the all-in here. He can't hit Ada, and we have Botchling, and then Cursed, 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 if he does kill the Botchling. And then we still have time to Rafard's Vengeance. Well, Rafard's Vengeance this, so this will be a last one. But this is just looking really good for us. To be fair, with Vanadane and such, he has chances with Cargo and Heist, but I'm pretty sure we just do this. It's going to pull our Iron Judgment early, but can't let him replay that. We're up by 52 points. He still has plays, like he has Vernaciel potentially with these, but it's going to take him so long to set up. And he'll have to play the Simloss, get enough Deadeyes out, I think. And we should be fine. Is that all 4 traps? 1, 2... Yeah, so that one's Deception. We know that's Deception. That's good for him. This is 3 damage, right? I think we just play Botchling. We know that this is Deception, so... Because we don't have to run Incinerating, because you only play 1 of each. Now he's forced to kill the Botchling. This can now kill this Deadeye next turn. Reducing the number of Deadeyes is really good. Yeah, this is just going to be domination, I think. He's going to waylay us, sure, but here's the thing. Is we've got the Ada going here. She's not going to stop. She is not going to stop. We still have 1 more turn for Rafard's Vengeance. It'll go off again. We have a Resilience. We've got Radovid. I don't see it. He needs the most insane cargoes of all time. You might have him, like... You might have... What would be the best thing? He could have Alyssa, Simloss, Vernaciel, Purify, replay Vernaciel. I don't see it any other way, though. Let's play this. Get our Sorceress out. Do the 2 damage on Vengeance. Drop this in here somewhere. And he's like the most perfect hand of all time to not lose here. Yep, there's part of the perfect hand. He's going to replay it. Sure. We can remove one of these Deadeyes. We can do this. We can do this. Do this because we have a... I guess we should have done this first. And then since we didn't do that, we should have put it here, but I don't think there's anything he can do at all since he's down by like 60. But there's a chance. Like, he could have Alyssa Simloss and then replay Vernaciel, but then he has no round 3. Okay, that's a good card. I'm going to retrigger the Vernacio. He's catching up. He's catching up to us. This is a Resilience. They'll trigger our Ada. And then we've got a leader charge. Do we want to use it or save it? Is there anything worth saving it on? Yeah, we have non-Stace in our deck. We should save it. I think we'll just do this 2 points here too. It does encourage him to waylay it, but... He's down by 50 still. I'm just not seeing it. He needs to purify Sim Loss. He needs to purify Vernaciel and then have Sim Loss in his hand, I think. I don't think he does. I guess we lose this by doing that. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't have done the order on the Sorceress. We lose Resilience. Although he'll over-damage it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he over-damages it if he hits it. So it's better for this round to take the points off, or is it better if we're counting on a round 3 if we didn't? See, he took the 7 instead of killing it, because he knows this round is his problem. There's a Vernacio. No Sim Loss, I guess? Would have Sim Lost first. I guess he didn't Alyssa. Yeah, GG. 17 points in our hand. Round 3 hand was going to be insane. GG, we'll take it. So that's the deck, guys. What do I think? I think it's a lot of fun. I think Ada's a really fun card because she's immune and the opponent can't interact with her, which makes the game really fun. No, I just think it's cool that Ada's... I really wish the other Revenants, like Kedwenny Revenant in particular, like I wish there was a Revenant deck. But this is as close as we're going to get for now. We need more damage. Maybe we can make a stockpile deck with Revenant. That's what we'll try out at some point. But for now, we just wanted to use Ada and as many of the new changes as we could. And we got a whole bunch of them in one deck this way. We got Ada, Radovid, Judgment, and then the Vandergrift Selkirk tags, which is, I think, is that every Northern Realms change we put in one deck? That was pretty good for trying out new stuff. But overall, I like the deck. I think having Ada is cool. This is pretty similar to some other Northern Realms decks you might have played before. Just with Ada in the upper end instead of something else. And it's pretty good. Like, it's not the strongest deck out there. We had some good success. I will mention one thing. Like, I think all the upper end we can't really change right now. Like, we need Damavend for consistency. We need Temple for consistency in the duels. It's an Ada deck, so we need Ada. But if you want a better version... Actually, I don't know. Ada's really good in this. Of course, that depends on how much your botchling gets killed. But still, you have enough cursed cards that even if your botchling dies, you can get her up to like 15 pretty easily. And 15 immune's probably worth it. Got Radovid, Iron Judgment. I keep calling him Iron Judgment. It's just Radovid Judgment. But, yeah. Iron Judgment expansion was the art for the loading screen. But yeah, so I think he's good now. I like him. I like that the 5 damage comes in. Just this extra effect makes him so much better than just being Discount Roach. And I like it. I like it. I like having it. It's a little awkward that you can't Zeal him, though. I mean, you can Zeal him if you play Radovid first, and then he comes out with 4. Then use Radovid's Order, get the charge back, and then use it on him. But really, he's usually coming out without Zeal. That's usually okay. It gives another threat. But if they don't kill him, he's playing for 11 on a summon out of the deck card. That's really good. Then we got Refard's Vengeance, obviously. I think the cards you could change here, I mentioned in the beginning, like Dandelion. I'm not sure about Dandelion versus Vandergrift. I think the Resilience is extremely valuable, so I think I'd keep the Vandergrift, even if it wasn't just for the cursed effect. And then Immortal's Sorceress is really good. I think those go in here. The only thing that's questionable, I think, is botchling. Well, there's something I'm certain about changing, but the only thing that's questionable is botchling. It was insane when it worked. Most of the time, it did not work. Now, does that mean it's warrants taking out or not? I don't know. Here's the thing. At 6 or 7 provisions, there's not that many cards we could include, right? Like, there are cards we could include, not cards I really want to. You could go for Bernard. I used to play a deck like this with Bernard for his random duel. It was pretty fun, although not the most consistent thing. Man, we gotta play Blue Stripes Commandos again. Yeah, but yeah, you could. It's just like, it's not that many great choices here. And if War Chariot said either, like not just enemy units, I'd like it a little bit better, but what are you going to do? Yeah, I think Botchling's fine, but if you want to swap him for 7, or him and a couple of the 4s, so you put in like Reinforced Ballista or something, maybe that would be good, but for now, we're going to keep him, because when it works, it's fun, and we want to get some clips of that. You know, the real content creator reasons for building decks. We've got the Sorceress, Ballista, Siege Master. Where is... So, Redanian Knight. I'd taken that out. I previously tried the Cintran Envoy for consistency over Redanian Knight, and then I figured, well, we keep losing for not having enough engine round 1. Maybe we should go with the Knights for more of an engine round 1 card. But no, I think Cintran Envoy is much better as a consistency tool. Never really thought about the Knight when we play in the game. We're like, would Envoy been better? Usually the answer was yes. So we're going to keep the Envoy. And I think this is what we'll go with from now on. But yeah, that was the deck. Hopefully you enjoyed. Finally got around using an ADA deck, and it worked out pretty well. And we did not encounter another Nilfgaard Cultist deck, which makes me incredibly happy. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.